Yeah, no, I like I said, that brings up the question of how often you can get a resupply and what can even be on a resupply. We were just talking about Amazon a minute ago and the same day delivery. There is no same day delivery.
No, you're working with the military postal system. So, I mean, there's different priorities to different packages, what they can carry. I mean, case in point, when I go, I'm limited to 86 pounds of carry on, and that's it. And then, or not carry on, but check baggage, and then like 15 pounds of carry on. So,
Yeah.
I mean, when you start quantifying it, and I'll tell you what, there's been two times where I've started packing my bag and I'm like, this isn't bad, this isn't bad, and then you start weighing the bag and you go, I gotta live 9 months with without my this or that or things like that. And I mean, yeah, one of the things that as I prepare forward going on some of this stuff is like my iTunes library, right? I want to be able to bring all the videos and stuff down there with me, you know, which
Right.
seems sensible. Yeah, I mean, there's I can't stream, but I can download locally to my hard drive the iTunes videos and whatnot. And as you start going, well, I'll just grab one of these bad boys here, grab one of my big old honking, storage device guys. Ain't no big thing. That's you start lifting it up and you go, well, that spindle drive weighs quite a bit of weight, and that's going to mean now that I got to bring something less. Now I got to leave a GoPro home and three extra batteries because I have to compensate for that spindle space. So, now it's okay, I need to look at flash media. Well, knowing the environment, sometimes flash media and static electricity don't work so well. Not, I mean, it just doesn't. So now you're starting to look at, well, I'm going to have at least probably two flash drives just to make sure I have a backup of what I'm bringing. And now you're looking at size restrictions as like that spindle drive I just showed you. That's 14 terabytes of space. Try getting that on flash easy. So now, it kind of runs into where, that's a limitation of technology before you even get on the ice out there is that now you're having to go, well, okay, how do I press modern technology in order to be able to do what I want and not have to carry, 6 pounds of hard drive with me as opposed to a half a pound of flash media, and stuff like that. So it is interesting, even from the packing side, as you start looking through the stuff where it's like, I would kill to bring two laptops down, but at the end of the day, when you look at the weight, it's like,
Yeah,
oh,
two laptops equal a couple pair, half dozen pair of underwear or something. Pretty
right.
important items.
Do I need that extra, set of thermal underwear or do I need the laptop? Well, the laptop can keep me warm if it's plugged in, and stuff like that. But I mean, it really is interesting when you start going, okay, here's what I have to bring. And like you touched on, is clothes and stuff like that. There are certain requirements we have to meet, with bringing down like thermal socks and, stuff like that. That quickly start taking room up in the bag. And now when you start getting to, I walk around every day with my iPhone. Now, granted, I'm not going to have cell phone coverage down there, but there will still be data. But I'm not used to not walking around with my dang iPhone and stuff like that. So once you start looking at some of those technology components that you use every day and start putting them in the old weight bag to see where you're heading, you start realization that it's like, hey, I'm probably not going to be able to bring my portable Bluetooth speaker with the battery in it that weighs 3 pounds. Now I'm going to have to be stuck with, AirPods or something like that. And the kind of consideration of technology in that sense, where it's like, okay, you're going to have to start making some trade offs. And it kind of puts you in through that process of, where, I mean, there will be some, ability to communicate back and stuff like that and, things like that. But it's like, what do I personally need to survive in a technology full world? And now I'm going into a different world. And what can I cut out without, going crazy, if you will, where it's a everyday convenience, and now you're finding you have to leave it, back at home.